Evening, folks. We are back. Apologies for the delay. Apologies for you having to wait for the excitement and the lead race of the evening. Your evening's entertainment. We are back. It is ready. We are here at China for the Tier 1 race. All the drivers are setting their cars up now. The top 10 still have to start on the tyres that they qualified on. They also have to set their setups. Don't forget about that. And here we are. I have also got, of course, still alongside me, is still awake somehow. We've given him Gav's thrown over a can of Red Bull, dunked him on the head, and he's as wide awake as he's ever going to be. And of course, Simba, he's here. Good evening. Nice to still have you awake.
Good evening again.
Yeah. If we go quiet halfway through, we know why.
Yeah, he had to throw the Red Bull at me because there's no way I'm drinking it.
Yeah, I thought it was Red Bull, a bit of Iron Brew, and keep him going. So let's have a look at the tyre situation. Well, a few people are starting the hard tyres, I think, in Tier 2. Not so much now in this race in Tier 1. Pizza Man and Ujoni, they start on the soft compound tyres, the only two outside the top 10. Everybody else on the medium compound tyres. Wow.
Yeah, I think I'd be going mediums as well.
Yeah, they're not a bad race tyre, plenty of grip, so it's going to be interesting now.
Better than your 6-lap softs.
Oh yeah, they weren't good even on that 5. They were not
you did
nice.
Qualify on them as well, so that's about 3 extra.
Yeah, exactly that. So
they might be able to push to lap 8 with them being new.
Yeah, potentially, but it depends who's racing who, and are they able to look after them? Are they going to be pushing to the max? The top 5 drivers getting on with it a little bit. Not the slowest formation lap in the world. Difficult to keep. Well, it's easy to keep a bit of tyre temps up through, but then as soon as you get on to this down straight outside of outside of turn 13, all the way down here, very, very difficult to keep that temp in those tyres. They do tend to drop off, and then it's difficult, obviously, right at the end to get them back. We've got 40 people back in with us already. Great to have you aboard. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for staying up as well. I'm sure some of you are ready to get to work tomorrow as well. So this is your evening Monday night's entertainment, and here we are. The computer takes over. The AI's all cars start forming to the grid. This has been disqualified. I don't know how. I don't know where he's gone. He's dropped a place anyway to Alex, so I'm not sure what happened there. But at least he was near the end of the lap, at least.
It's unusual to see J Sarge disqualified.
Certainly is, yeah. He'll keep his tyre temps. So here we are. All the cars lining up. Melvin, the last of the drivers to get onto the grid.
I think I'll jump on board with our new guy, Mark Henley.
All right in the middle of the pack, so that's going to be interesting.
Into the Alpine seat.
Excuse me. Yes, he is. Here we go, folks. Ready to go racing. One more time tonight. 5 lights are lit, and we go racing. And we've got a good start from Reese. Dynamite gets another good start on the inside. The Ferrari of J Sarge has already been done by Alex at 3 abreast there into turn 1. But Kid Dynamite gets the inside line on Reese. Let's go back and have a look. J Sarge fighting back against Alex. He's got the end as Rambo gone round again. He had issues in Tier 2 as well and came back great. But J Sarge, Alex got a little bit slippery on the exit. J Sarge gets that spot back into 4th. He's got the pressure now from Le Rappel. And of course the other Ferrari, Le Rappel, having a quick look at Alex. Is he going to make a move on the inside? Alex gives him room, he does. But on the verge of that as well, Chris Bailey, J Sarge side by side coming up the hill. Who's going to hold it on the outside? It's J Sarge. Oh, he's not. He backed out of it. He knows he doesn't need to get into that position just yet. He doesn't need to fight. It just needs to score some good points. Xavier Le Rappel still going at it behind the Red Bull of Alex. Monster already 14th spot, good start from him. Melvin up a few places, Collins Owl, the Slayer, and Ujoni down quite a few. Well, what have you seen further back, Mark?
Collins Owl clipped the back of Mark Ainley, and then the Slayer seemed to have a moment a few corners later.
Right. Wow, so drama all the way through the field. There was only 4 drivers actually held their position. Mark Ainley still in 13th. Andrew up to 12th now. Really good start for the Mercedes man. We've also got Chris Bailey, J. Sarge, Alex holding position from the start, but up ahead in the lead. He needs to do it. We've seen how good he is to the latter half of this season, and away he goes. Kid Dynamite in the Alpine got 0.8 of a second over Reese. He leads across the line, start of lap 2. So that's a little further down. J. Sarge just behind Chris Bailey, right on the bumper, under the rear wing.
Mike's in the pits already. So's Mark Hanley and Agoni.
Yeah, could be damage further down. Let's have a quick dabble and see who's in the pit box. Who's going to see? Let's have a look. MTO. New front wing for him. New front wing for that. And is Johnny going to have a front wing? He certainly is.
I think Mark Hanley clipped Slayer when he'd spun.
If he didn't ghost in time, there's nothing worse. Ollie's had a poor start as well. He's now down in 17th spot. He had a good qualifying as well. Monster already up into the points, but I know he doesn't like a commentator's curse, so we will leave him be from there. He has got Red Car Rambo on the charge to get back up through the field. He's just outside the points. Thank you, Mandy. Good evening, M&M. Yes, we are here. And it wouldn't be an MRC night without your missus, would it?
Nope, she's always here watching.
Yes, I think we've got a number 1 fan, I must admit. She's here every single race.
Females as well.
I know, it's a bit of a shame that. We have said that. I've said it multiple times. We did have 1 or 2 ladies join us and race with us, and unfortunately have since left. Just, actually, there's no real reason as to why, but unfortunately they just have done, and it's a shame we could do with a few more, and it'd be nice to. We have great diversity already. Just that takes that last corner lovely. But yeah, we do have good diversity in terms of nationality and background, but unfortunately just doesn't seem to have it through through male and female. Or non-binary or whatever you wish to be. If you wish to be a toaster, then unfortunately we have no toasters as well who like to race.
Yeah, we'll get her in training.
Yeah, I'm sure. Is she allowed on the rig?
Yeah.
Oh, that's alright then.
Well, that's what I was originally saving the old wheel for, but it never got used. And to be fair, she'd probably prefer what I use anyway.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, you'd probably try and give her the Euro one. It's like, well, why are you palming that off on me? Just take over yours. So looking back, we've got Liverpool on all over the back of Alex now. Alex outside of DRS. Is Liverpool going to have a look into turn 11? He's not this time. He's going to keep it nice and neat. Chris Bailey just dropped out the side back there of DRS as well, coming around. Maybe having a bit of a moment through this banked corner of turn 13. Like you said earlier, it is difficult to keep the car in check on there. There's a few cars a little bit further adrift in the background. That'll be Peterman, Fatch and Nick BT. But here we go, DRS wide open. Is Liverpool going to? He's not close enough though. Kid Dynamite's been done. He's been passed as well into the hairpin by Reese, though. Our pole sitter is now back in the lead. But Kid Dynamite is going to have DRS down the start-finish straight. Is he going to be close enough to have a go into turn 1? We've seen plenty of moves here. You can go to outside, you can go to in, and you hold it and hang it out wide. What's he going to do? I think he's just going to keep it calm, keep saying. Yeah, Reese kind of takes the same line, runs it a little bit wider into the apex of 1 and through 2. So, as we are, the new leader, the back at front is Reese. J. Sarge still behind Chris Bailey. Liverpool still behind. Liverpool behind Alex. Is then a 5-second gap to Fatch. And then a little bit of a train behind him. We've got Nick BT, second 1.3, sorry, further back Monster. And there we are. We have our own Nico Hulkenberg now inside the top 10, both of them up 10 spots, Nick BT and Monster. Good starts, good opening laps from them.
Definitely some movers around here.
There certainly is.
Fatch is the start of the mediums. So I expected the gap, but they'll make it back when the others pit.
Yeah, so let's have a quick look at the tyres to show who is on what. The Slayer and Saviour had that moment early on. Excuse me. Same with Ollie and Pizza Man. I think Pizza Man was running in the top 10, so he has dropped down again, unfortunately. But we're going on board briefly with the main Merc up in 9th. Sorry, he's got the DRS wide open. protecting him from the Red Bull behind. Very, well, they're all very even down that straight there. So let's have a quick look at the telemetry. 75%, 32 for Nick BT. So he may have been hammering that ERS to try to keep him ahead of the Mercedes through the first ERS. How's Andrew going to get on down the start-finish straight? As we've got Jay Sarge has already pitted. The Slayer already follows. So 4 laps he's gone for Jay Sarge.
I'm hoping we see a good result from Andrew tonight. I think he needs it.
He does. There's been a few races where he has deserved it. That's right on board with Ryan. How he's getting on outside of 2. A little bit squirrely on the initial throttle. But is Andrew going to have... Oops, sorry, folks. Wrong way. Press the wrong button. And there we are. Andrew is going to stick behind him for now. And as we are line astern behind that. So... Just started pitted very, very early there.
Yeah, he's
behind
full
Melvin.
Unusual tactics, though.
Well, we've seen it, like you even mentioned, you know, early on in qualifying, you know, they could go 4 laps, maybe 5 before they start really feeling horrible. But he's gone for the mediums, so you'd have to say it's a 2-stop strategy, maybe counting on a late safety car. As we've had, I think that's Mr. Pizza Man. It is. He's had a spin coming out of turn 1. He's just come out of the pits as well as Panizza. Oh, he has really hit the... he's cooked those tyres. They've been in the oven a little bit too long. And they've overdone those medium tyres. And they do take a good few corners to kind of get in and start to get them up to temperature and get the feel for them.
Not as much as the hards, though. They take about 3 or 4 laps before you really get a feel.
They certainly do, yeah. Look at that, the top 5, all of them on the soft tyres. No one is deciding to keep going, but there is a virtual safety car somewhere on the field. We've not seen it. I don't know if that's from Mr. Pizza Man having a bit of a moment. Now there's again a mix of strategies. Reese has come out of mediums, Kid Dynamite mediums, Chris Bailey mediums, Alex mediums, but Le Rappel there on the hard compound tyres. Can take those to the end if he so chooses. We have seen a few drivers try to do that. Excuse me. In the Tier 2 race. It is going to be difficult to get them up to temperature, but virtual safety car's not too bad. Apart from turn 1 and 2 here, which is where, as we've seen with Guy, drive through penalty. I did exactly the same, unfortunately. Just the delta just suddenly drops, and you've suddenly gone from a second in the green to negative.
Yeah, I've seen it with a few drivers tonight, so I wonder if that's a bit of a glitch with this track. Because it's unusual.
It is, yeah, it is a bit of a glitch, and I mean, I looked back and I was going to, I'm not going to lie, I was going to appeal it, and then I realised, yeah, it just looked like it was me not paying attention. So I kind of just went, nah, I'll just leave it, because I know what's going to be said in the stewards. So I just left it. I did pay attention, I couldn't do anything about it. I had to go around the corner somehow.
Oh, our super sub's doing his usual, no ERS.
Already, but we are green racing. Andrew goes very deep into the last corner. He got a 3-second penalty for going wide, but he's still there into the last corner. Who's going to make it? There was contact. There was a little bit of contact. I don't think Ryan knew he was alongside him, but it was quite even. I think Andrew kind of had a right to go there, but now Ryan's got he doesn't have the DRS, but is he going to make a move to turn 1? He's not. Andrew stays ahead. No, of course, these guys have not pitted yet. They're going, Andrew takes a wide line through 1, gets the inside for 2, stops the back move from Ryan. Reese on the fresh tyres, going to be closing them down, hunting them down, is the de facto race leader as it stands. Nick BT 2.3 seconds off the back, 2.4 off O'Fatch, but this battle is not going to end anytime soon, folks. This is for the outreachers at the moment, after all penalties and after pit stops are all applied in there. But look at this battle as well. We've got Le Rappel, we've got Alex, and we've got Jay Sarge. Nonetheless, that virtual safety car really has hurt Jay Sarge. Now he's back up past Alex Edrick. He's now got Le Rappel to go. He's on the hard tyres. Alex is not giving in. He has another look into 9. He doesn't do it in through 10. Oh, that was a little bit close, folks. Jay Sarge has to make this move. He's got done under the penalties. The undercut would have been superb, but for that virtual safety car, well, opposite effect.
Yeah, that virtual's really stuffed his strategy there. But we know Jay Sarge will probably come back from it anyway.
Yeah, very true. Very, very true. I think the one who's going to play into this one is Collins Owl there, the other McLaren. Those guys are catching him up hand over fist. Who's got a little bit of a glitch. But that's going to hamper. But look at the traction that Jay Sarge has got out of the second last corner. Look at them taking the last lovely line through the last corner. But DRS, this is what I mean. Collins Owl is going to play a big, big part of this. Is he going to be aware that Liverpool is behind him, that his teammate is behind him? Is he going to let him go? It doesn't look like he's doing it through here, as now MTO's got a penalty as well. We've seen Monster get one, MTO's got one, Orly Racing and Guy all with the penalties. Melvin's gone on the soft compound tyres for his second run. Interesting.
That is an interesting strategy.
Yeah, it is. He's already got past Guy. Oh, he's now gone into the pits. Oh, look at this on board with Jay Sarge. Trying to go through 6, it is, I think it is. Yes, it was. Sorry, through 7 and 8. Can't make it done. He's going to try 9, just take on the back. But of course, Gonzalez going to get the DRS, whichever way you look at it, from the back of him. But look at the traction. Look at the overspeed. Jay Sarge, he's going to get it done. Is he going to try on 2 of them? Oh, he's not. Oh, that was close.
Wow.
He's not giving up. His Liverpool got a little bit of a tank stopper. Wheel banging through there. Wow. Good control as well from Liverpool to keep the car in a straight line. But now we're going to have all of them with the DRS. There it is. The letterbox pops open. Look, Collins Owl, you'd have to say sitting duck. Oh, didn't know which way he was going to go there. But there we are. He makes the move. Alex, look at this. Going further back on Liverpool. Slightly hampered by Collins Owl, his teammate. But he makes one move. Here's Alex going to try and hang it around the outside into the last corner. He's not thinks better of. He's going to get the DRS. Collins Owl goes very, very wide. Let's go back and see what's going on with that one. Alex is currently ahead. He's got his DRS wide open, but Collins Owl's got it as well at the back of Jay Sarge, side by side at turn 1. Collins Owl doesn't have the grip. And there we go. Alex is going, but he runs a little bit deep. As he managed to get it back? He does as well. And the big loser in all of that is Collins Owl teammate Liverpool.
That was an action-packed few corners.
That was brilliant racing. Love that.
Yeah, they kept it clean though, so we can live with that.
Exactly, yeah. A little bit of wheel banging. I think that was just a tight part of the track. So, Matthew Clegg, thanks for joining us again. 10th J, what you playing at? You said you normally win. Jason's fan base there we are. Reese with those fresh tyres is now caught up and past Red Car Rambo. Our Nico Hulkenberg has had a bit of a moment. He has dropped back slightly. So now Reese on the hunt after Monster, trying to take advantage of any space he can. Dynamite a little bit further back, 1.5 seconds off the back of Rambo.
Yeah, I just noticed what Matthew said, and Jason definitely wins more than anybody else.
Well, he does, and that's why he is 2-time champ and potentially soon to be 3-time champ. He's actually drawing 4 race wins this season. LOL, who unfortunately hasn't been able to make it. Pizza Man has retired. He's on a bit unfortunate race. I think that's in the pit lane. But he's got 3 wins this season, has Jay Sarge, and so does LRL as well. So, you know, there's definitely a tie for, well, it's not the pole position award, is it? I'd say most wins award for that one, but I think due to the consistency you would have to go. LOL's missed one more race, and actually they're both near enough as consistent as each other, but LOL one more 4th place than Jay Sarge, and that's where the 39-point difference comes from in the championship.
Yeah, let's see what we get at the end of the race. I mean, if it stays like this, I'd say he's going to be champion again.
Yes, he would. There are 8 points for 6th and 4 points for 8th. So, yep, he certainly would. Oh, Andrew got a bit of a tank slapper through, excuse me, through 11 and 12. That is very, very easy to do through there, and that's just allowed the race, well, de facto race leader Reese to speed past him. Monsters not giving up yet. He's got the DRS. He's going to keep fighting it and keep fighting it. He's in with the space. strategies. Oh, he runs very deep. Not used to having the DRS, I'm sure, from there. Runs very, very deep. That's allowed Reese to go back past him yet again. He's got another 3-second time penalty as well to his name.
Oh, come on, Andrew.
Yeah,
calm it down a little bit, keep it consistent.
He will, as Chris Bailey's had a moment. He's lost it into the hairpin blowhole. Bailey's gone round. He was one of the guys to stop as well under the virtual safety car. 3 laps on the medium tyres. He's kind of cemented himself to the stop as well, but he's gone round, and that's allowed promoted Jay Sarge 6.8 seconds to go to Kid Dynamite. He was in that battle, of course, and that shows the distance and the gap that you're going to have to face. And there we go. Kid Dynamite breezes past Red Car Rambo as well. Kind of feel that Ryan Bean, he's kind of not fighting some of these guys. I would say he's. We know that Ryan's not in a fight for the championship. He doesn't want to get involved in a championships duel, so he'll battle with some people, and then people he'll know, excuse me, who is in the championship battle, and maybe just kind of make life a little bit easier. Just run his own race. There's 10 laps on the mediums. Hasn't pitted yet, of course.
I wonder when these 10 lappers are going to start pitting, because that'll decide what strategy they're on.
Well, you'd have to say in about another lap's time, I would say. About lap 11, lap 12. That's when the woods probably start.
I wouldn't have expected him to come in, but the VSC might have helped him a little bit.
Yeah, I could have felt them for half race. Jay Sarge, he's another one that loves to use the ARS, and he's got that gap down a little bit to 5.2 on the back of Ryan. Matthew Clegg beats Jay at go-karting, so well, get yourself a wheel or controller, get yourself a PlayStation, buy yourself F1, join MRC, my friend, and well, let's see if hopefully you'll be able to beat him on an F1 as well, and we'll stop crowning him champion. It's not a challenge. I'm not threatening in any way, shape or form. I just think you should join us. Why not? We're always welcome for more drivers.
Yep. We need someone really quick that can make Jay Sarge sweat even more.
Yeah, we've had Kid Dynamite lad half this season, of course, and LRL as well. So a few more of the top end. It's never a bad thing in any way, shape or form. Always like to have 4, 5, 6 way battles for race wins. Always open for that.
Definitely for a commentating point of view, it's always better to have good battles going on.
It is, because then you hear maybe next season if the missus lets me. Yeah, I'm saying nothing on that one. Reese is stretching his advantage. He's got past Nick BT, and he's now on the back in the DRS of O'Fatch. Has he got the rear wing open? He certainly does. Dynamite just outside of DRS as he chases down Nick BT, trying to keep Reese within touching distance. He's got about a 3.1, 3.2 second gap currently to the race leader, or de facto race leader, I should say. Andrew's the first one of those guys who on the mediums went long, and he's put the hard compound tyres on a one-stop strategy for the Mercedes man. Come out ahead of his teammate as well, actually. And he's all over the back of MTO. Those medium tyres cannot be feeling good. Chris is on his way back through. Collins Al finally pits as well.
How long has it been on them?
MTO's
12 9-lap mediums.
MTO, yeah, he has. Mediums. Yeah.
And it drops that much already that hards are faster.
Yeah, it shows that the pace that Monster's got in that Mercedes feeling comfortable around here this evening, which is good to see. Like we say, he's had a few issues this season. It's nice to see him back up there, but we're on board with Chris Dynamite and sorry, Kid Dynamite. Chris, I don't know where he came from. That might be his brother. And he is now all over the back of Nick BT. There was going to be DRS in operation. Reese as well is going to try to take Fatch and regain that lead outright, as well as the de facto lead. He's right on the back of him through the banking. There's the Alpha Tauri. I think that's guy getting out the way, knows the leaders are coming through. Now this DRS wide open from Reese. He's alongside, breezes past the Alpha Tauri, takes the lead back. And then let's have a look further down. Nick BT, is he going to, is Dynamite having a look? He's not. Maybe he got a little bit of a slapper coming on outside of 12-13. Tank slapper, that is. Different type of slapper. Will not insult anybody. Fat just pitted. Nick BT decides to go on, but Fat just had enough of those medium tyres. He disappears. Now, this is probably hampering Kid Dynamite a lot more than he needs to. Ryan has also decided to keep on going. Look at that. Look at the grip level there from Dynamite through one. Wow, how do you do that? I mean, he went a little bit wide, did Nick? Maybe just went a little bit hot, but opportunistic moment from Dynamite. No holding back. He knows what he's got to do. He's out. That gap's extended 3.8 seconds. Sarge, a little bit of no man's land. He's backed off a little bit from Ryan. He's now 2.7. The gap is coming down, but not as quickly as you thought it might do. He's trying to get on the back of Dynamite. That's a big gap to come and close down, but he does have 5 seconds to Liverpool. Liverpool can go to the... Saw drama, though. In Tier 2, we saw safety cars, a lot of late safety cars. And have we jinxed it? Is there going to be something in Tier 1 as well?
Possibly. Although we've seen it a few times where we thought...
Oh, Chris Bailey goes round. Oh, sorry.
Where's he go?
It was turn 10. Went round, didn't seem to be near any curb. I don't know how we managed to do that. His tyres aren't that old.
Only 7 laps. Yeah. Don't seem to be having the best race.
No, and just a bit unlucky, I think, because Monster used the extra grip to get past MTO as well. But has he given MTO? He will have done. He'll have given MTO the drag reduction system all the way down the race. But MTO is lights already flashing. His ARS lights flashing, so he's not going to be able to close up on the back of the Mercedes. He's now back up into 11th place and currently going well, but we will leave him be. As I've said before, I'm sick of jinxing the man.
I wonder how many are under fueling.
Yeah, I just looked at that comment from Stu Vine, so yeah, you're right. Have people under-fueled with the chances of safety cars? I think I had about 4 laps of extra fuel, and I always have about half a lap over, and I had about 4 laps by the end.
Chris Bailey's on yellow fuel light.
Ooh. So, what we're going to do, folks, is, well, there's not many gaps. There's only the Slayer and Fat at the moment, but we will go back to that. Let's have a look from the top. We have got Reese. He's okay for fuel. Kid Dynamite, his pit window is open. He's got the blue spanner. A light. Reese was on red, so it means it's probably his teammates in the pits at the moment. Ujoni is in the pits. So that would mean his pit box is blocked. Kid Dynamite is open and free to pit when he so chooses. Nick BT nowhere near the end of his, well, not actually at the end of his strategy at the moment, so looks like he's going very long as he can on those medium tyres. He's keep in touch at the moment. Ryan, surprise, ERS light is flashing with 1% in that Red Bull. He's good for fuel. J Sarge 10% as well, so I think the two highest users of ERS in MRC, different tiers currently. I'm thinking it won't be long until Ryan's up there as well, maybe another season. I think he could potentially, he's gone from tier 3 to tier 2, and I think it won't be far long until he back up to tier 1, I'd have to say.
Yeah, he's definitely got the consistency. He was really strong last season in the title fight, and he's, what, 4th or 5th in the championship this season?
Yeah, he is. Had a bit of bad luck in 1 or 2 races. But yeah, he is. He's up there as well. Right. So he's now J Sarge a second behind Red Car Rambo. Lot difference in the tyres. Liverpool is okay for fuel. His pit stop window is open. Hard compound tyres though, don't see him needing to pit again this race. Alex is the one, he's yellow on the fuel, he's a bit touch and go at the moment. And who have we got further down? Saviour as well, 1.7 further back from him. Fat in 9th. Andrews okay for fuel. There we go. J Sarge has already got past Red Car Rambo going into turn 11 as well. Again, he likes that spot, but it does give the other driver the DRS.
I dare say he let him past a bit there. Or
Well,
he got a bit squibbly on the exit because he was really slow and not way over to the left.
Yeah, but that's another one where we say that Ryan's not in a championship battle. He's not going to necessarily. He's going to run his own race. Doing very, very well. He's up in 5th at the moment on merit, you'd have to say. I think with the pit stop, he may come out about Collins Owl area. when he does decide to pit. Jessard just pitted again.
Stop here.
Jessard's probably going to go on to the medium tyres again. You'd have to go with, you think, for 11 laps left. Jessard, another set of mediums on to the end. Is he going to try another kind of undercut? He did get held up a little bit. There it is.
Yeah, mediums.
Medium tyres back on.
Ryan's on 16 lap mediums. If you could push a few more laps out, it could go to softs.
Yeah, potentially. Maybe that's what he's trying to do.
I think Nick BT's doing the same strategy.
Yeah, and that would be something else to make those tyres last as long as they do, and then go for that strategy. The people that are going to be interested now is going to be Kid Dynamite and Reese. They're going to know that J Sarge was battling with Ryan, got past, and then has pitted early, and going to see how close he's going to be after those pit stops. Outside the J Sarge fan club is out in force. It's not as good as the HUD, the Hodge armies, which were fine. The Hodge squad. Yeah, and the Banshee Brigade. But the Banshee Brigade, I'm sure. Just don't be jealous.
I need a Simba's Pride now.
I like it. We need a Simba's Pride. Perfect. That's our T3 one. You're alright. We'll have one of those ready for you on Wednesday, my friend.
There'll probably be a Bergen fan club on the go as well. There always is.
Yep, there is. But they were out a little bit, I do believe, tonight. Yeah, for tier 2.
Yeah, he'll pull it back for tier 3.
He will. I think he is racing. We're going to have one or two. Yeah, we're going to have a couple of reserve drivers in for tier 3, I do believe. This week, Alex has pitted from 9th. That drops him out of the points currently. Just had to make some move past Ollie Racing as well into turn 1 through the DRS. I think probably the closest racing, but now we've just got 5.5 seconds for J Sarge to catch on the back of Andrew. Of course, Andrew doesn't have to pit again, neither does Fat. So that's been a battle that's going on, and that will continue. See if Andrew can close up towards the end of the race. Liverpool 11 laps. Same with Saviour on their hard compound tyres. 10 laps to go now, folks. Liverpool closing on the back of Mr. Rambo in the Red Bull.
Who spun? Is that Melvin?
Let's have a quick look further down.
Yeah,
yes, I do believe it was. Unfortunately, the virtual safety car's out, folks. Ooh, that makes it interesting.
Oh, he's got a puncture.
Has he?
Left front. If you go on board with him.
It does look a little bit strange, that one.
Well,
he's doing 11 laps on the soft tyres. Well, that's brave. Kind of not surprising, to be fair, then, that he's got a puncher. They do that if the wear gets a bit high. Oh, the camera angle was taking it away from the front end and may have got a new nose to go with it.
Is it anything over 70%?
Something like that. Now, I'll tell you what, Kid Dynamite didn't pit under the virtual safety car. He's the one that didn't pit. Reese has pitted. Nick BT's pitted. Ryan's pitted. Leverpel's pitted. Saviour's pitted as well. Is Fat going to pit? He's not. He's on the hard. Doesn't need to. Same with Monster. What about J Sarge? He's going into the last corner. Not obviously pitting. Doesn't need to pit. Could this be another instance where the safety cars and the virtual safety car again has hampered him a little bit? There we are, we're green, and we're green to go.
And Ryan's just come out behind J Sarge.
Oh, he has as well.
Working well for him.
He has tried it, it was close. We can change from that, there he is. He's got Liverpool for company.
I think if he can go to tier 1, pull it that long on mediums and score points.
Yeah. And there's no kind of extra... Yeah, he's not getting any extra help, any extra power, anything like that. So this is done purely on merit and purely on speed for Redcar and for Collins Al. I do believe he's reserving tonight. And for Melvin as well. But Melvin, I gotta say, he's holding himself. Yes, he may be disappointed he's down in 19th. But, don't forget, tier 4 driver probably will move up to tier 3. And you have to say, he's having a great race and he's kept it clean. And he's actually given Guy a bit of a taste of medicine. Of course, tier 2 champion last year, Guy. And Melvin giving him a bit of a run for his money. This is going to be interesting now. We've got Reese has just absolutely hammered the gap to Kid Dynamite. Kid, would you say he's trying to try and go at the end, or maybe drop on a set of softs? He'll come out probably around the Monster Nick BT battle as it stands. But the longer he goes out,
laps on mediums, that is brave.
It is. Yeah, it is very brave.
Especially for a no assist driver.
Well, if anyone can look after the tyres, it is, of course, Mr. Dynamite.
It's such a pity we can't see tyre wear.
I know. Occasionally you get, because Blowhole Bailey's got the 3-second penalty now as well. But we do sometimes get one. 3-second penalty as he sets fastest lap. Interesting. You sometimes do get it. It pops up in the screen. The tyre comparison sponsored by AWS. It does sometimes pop up on the stream. As Monster has, I do believe, has he got past Nick BT now? I think he has. Nick on the soft tyres.
I think Nick BT's pitted, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, but I think Monster was still behind him. But then look further down. You've got Jay Sarge 2.5 seconds back with Ryan and Le Rappel all over the back of him.
You'd have to say Nick's going to have him on this straight, though.
We're riding on board. Seem to be able to have more power coming out of the banking of 13. He's going to have his DRS wide open. There he certainly is. There we go. There we go. There's the overspeed already way past the Mercedes man before he even needs to hit the braking zone. And what's going to happen down here is Ryan going to have a go. He's not. He was saved actually from Le Rappel having an attack on him by the DRS off the back of J. Sarge. Nick BT then now sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:34.1. Well, that's rapid actually. I'm trying to put that into context. That would have put him up there in some of the qualifying sessions we've had. Oh, was that's gone wide? I think it was a lap driver actually just getting out the way.
Maybe. Looked like an AlphaTauri.
Could have been. I'm sure that was, but I think actually I'm going to look down the order. Alex seemed to have had a moment somewhere. I don't know if he's pitted, but he's now down in 15th spot and he was up there earlier.
Maybe he's had a moment we haven't seen.
Yeah, potentially. Liverpool has now got past Red Car Rambo. He's going to have to move on to the back of Jay Sarge. We haven't really mentioned the Slayer much this race. He's 2.7 further back from the Mark Ainley. 18 laps on those hard tyres, trying to take those to the end. Pitted very early, end of lap 3 to lap 4. Just quietly going about his business, kind of on his own, trying to get the lap times, trying to stay consistent, which is the hardest job you've got to do, especially when you know that the car behind has got medium tyres on there. Look at that, Nick BT is having a go at Fatch as well. Look at that, Jay Sarge already. He's on the back of Andrew. I don't know if Andrew had a moment. He dropped way off the back of Fatch. He was battling with Nick BT as well, and he's dropped 2 seconds. Not sure where that went from.
I think he just needs to keep a calm head and do his own race. Well, he's lost position to Le Rappel now.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he does need to keep his calm. Yep, he's going to score some good points. Really good strategy. He started, I think it was 18th to 19th on the grid, so still a fantastic race from the Mercedes man. Let's just keep it as is, and he'll be absolutely fine towards the end. He will still gain spots. Fatch still trying to come back at Nick BT, but look at the gap. That was 12 to 13 seconds. Now 7.8, 7.9. The gap between Kid Dynamite and Reese. I think Dynamite's going to do... He's just going to look at that gap. He's going to watch it. 6 laps left to go. He's just over a second a lap.
Alex is in the pit again.
He is. Has he had damage the Red Bull man? I know he's on the way out, but he's got the soft compound tyres on. Slayer and Chris Bailey, look at this. Wow, it's the Williams teammates coming together, coming close on track. Mike's going to try and get interested as well. The Slayer, though, has got... Well, sorry, just typical as I go to swap and try to get Mike. Mike goes past. Slayer's been on those tyres 16 laps with those mediums, trying to make them go a long way. That's another one like Dynamite, to be fair.
You know what's going on with Slayer? He watched Alex Albon at the weekend.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, thinking he can do the same thing.
Push a set of tyres for as long as humanly possible. Pit last minute for a fresh set of softs.
Exactly that. Exactly that. Ryan's on all over the back of Andrew at the moment, but Jay Sarge, he's lost the place to Leverpel. Leverpel with a grippier tyres. He's now got through. Oh, Jay Sarge gets a little bit twitchy outside of two. But look at this, and you're straight ahead of that, Leverpel. He's going to try and drag him along, but he's on the back now of Fatch within DRS. There's also in DRS, well within DRS, of Nick BT as well. This could go down to the wire again for the last podium spot.
You know, if it stays like it is, does that give the title battle up until next race?
Oh, well, we've got 3 seconds worth of penalties for Nick BT and Fatch. And if it stays as is, that would promote Jay Sarge up to 4th, which is 12 points. So it'll be a 13-point swing, which by my calculations would mean there'll be 26 points difference. Ooh. So if Dynamite gets the win in fastest lap, and it would go on to next week, basically, as it stands currently.
If it goes to countback, I think Jay Sarge would get it anyway.
He would. Oh, look at this. Fatch is going down the inside, and Nick BT, nice and tight, nice and giving enough space. Nick BT's fighting him back though into the last corner, has the inside line. Who's going to win it? The camera angle didn't do us any favours. Look at that, that was Leverpel! Leverpel got sideways outside the last corner. I think he'll have wing damage with that one. He was caught up behind Nick BT and Fatchers. There we go. He's just pulled over to the side to let Rambo and Monster. They're fighting now. Rambo's finally got past Monster. Not a bad view of that one. That's just so unlucky. He hasn't got wing damage. He has not got wing damage, the McLaren man. Just maybe on a recovery thinks he has. I think he may think that he has got wing damage.
Unless he's got something minor we can't see, but his tyres are going to be really cooked.
Yeah, they will be. Didn't go around though. He just seemed to punch off the wall. So that's promoted Jay Sarge back into 5th. That is... Oh, look at this Fatch and Nick BT. Well, then if he's on the back of this and stays with this, he'll get 3rd, and that would be championship over now.
Oh, he's just got 4th by the looks of it.
I keep trying to move to get the right camera, and as I do it, the pass happens. So, look at this. They're still side by side, though. Nick BT is not giving this one up. Takes the inside line. Is Jay Sarge going to... He just backs out. It's a little bit narrow through there, but he's going to have the benefit of the DRS. So is Nick, though, on the back of Fatch. That gap at the front now. Only 4 seconds with 4 racing laps left to go. Oh, is Reese going to close up? He's closed up more than a second a lap so far. Dynamite trying to eke those tyres towards the end. Dean needs this win. He has to kind of get the win to keep the championship hope alive. Oh, but Reese has other ideas. Reese currently 5th in the standings. A win would pop him up to 2nd. Who's retired? Joni's retired in Sector 1. Not sure where that is exactly, but we're not getting rid of this battle. He's got nowhere to go, Jay Sarge. Nick BT, Fatch still going at it. Hammer and tongs. Nick gets past Fatch yet again. Jay Sarge, 3-second time penalty as well. This is vital. Vital. He has to get past these guys now. Now he's actually at risk getting held up by these two on a lot older tyres, so we're going to go back to the tyres. Well, Nick's got it. Now he's on the inside. He's going on the outside of the hairpin. Is he going to have the traction going up the hill against Fatch? He's now got the inside line into 7. Oh, there's a little bit of contact, but he's still got the inside line. Is he going to be able to hold it up? Is Fatch going to go on the inside? He is! And they're still going at it. Nick BT was a little bit slow to them as well, so they're still side by side. There's still a little bit of wheel bang, there's still a little bit of contact. Oh, that camera angle to change, and he's had to bail on it. Oh my days, and I can't breathe.
Wow, that is some class driving from them two. So much wheel-to-wheel battling, and both still on track. Nobody's in the gravel or the grass.
And the big key part of this is Dynamite could technically still finish 2nd because Reese is really closing now. He's going to be within DRS probably by the end of next lap. But as Fatch now goes for move under DRS for that, and now there's going to be 3 abreast on the exits. Is it going to keep it clean? It does again. I can't cope with this. Wow. Well, red car's out. Red car's gone. I think that's at the as he had a moment with Andrew. With Monster, they've had a moment. Is Andrew? He's got no wing. Andrew's got no wing at all. It's only a yellow flag though in sector 3. Well, I'm seeing safety cars for less.
I thought Andrew were going to do with Lewis Hamilton then.
It looked like it. Luckily, they don't have the gravel trap there anymore. But they were on the back of Xavier. They were on the back of Xavier, who is on the back of O'Fatch. Xavier has no penalties. This is going to promote Xavier. Technically, and Jay Sarge, is he going to get through? Jay Sarge gets through. That is vital. Vital for the championship. So important. Is he going to be able to break away from these guys? Now, use those tyres. Those soft tyres for Nick's are going to be hurting. They're going to be sore. He's not going to be feeling too good, but 2 laps left. There you go. Fatch has now got past him. Now it's Jay Sarge. Is he going to get that 3-second gap that he needs ahead, technically, of Xavier to keep that 3rd spot? That is vital. That is key, because Xavier, as it stands, currently could get that podium spot. See how quickly he gets past them as well. Reese now 1.1 on the back of Kid Dynamite. We are going to have 2 laps left to go, folks. He is just outside of DRS. Surely he will be within DRS range within the last... I can't breathe. Within the last lap, and when he comes down to the DRS range through 13, Ryan's popped up. No one's fault. He just got collected. Oh, that's unlucky. Maybe just... everyone getting a little bit sideways, everyone getting a little bit, well, it's 3 abreast, wasn't it, ahead of them, so,
You know, you say you can't do a Banshee impression, you're doing a pretty good one at the moment.
Yeah, and it's not on purpose either. Oh, look at this. Reese has got the grip he's got on those 7-lap mediums. They're in perfect position. Dynamite, he's going to be on ice. He's going to be nursing everything. He's going to be a gear down to what he normally is, upshifting early to stop any wheel spin. Just feathering the throttle to make sure he doesn't go and whine and get any penalties. And what's he done? He's had a great race. Can't ever knock that. But Reese all over the back.
Reese, draw me a picture of his diffuser.
Yeah. Well, he's going to have the DRS down this straight. Let's have a quick look and see on the telemetry. He's only got 13%. He shows how he can put the so powerful down here. There goes the Alpine. Oh, the Haggis-mobile when it comes down to Tier 4. It does get a new name when it comes to Tier 4 for our very own Mr. Banshee. But there we are. Reese takes the lead. Well, Dynamite. Oh, a little bit squirrely out there. He was in a straight line as well, so that just shows. That's proof there. But,
that looked like a right slap. He didn't know to hold that.
It did, didn't it? But these two doing the... Well, I think Reese did the 2-stop, but put it at the most perfect times under VSC. And JSR's 20... You don't ever see JSR's 26 seconds off the pace. Xavier's got past Nick BT. He's now got O'Fatch to contend with, but they're not getting away from... JSR's not pulling away from them either. Oh, that helps. That's a different line from O'Fatch.
Yeah, it's like I'm seeing things. JSR's 25.5 seconds back.
Yeah, that is definitely a first from our double champ. Currently going to finish 4th. Kid Dynamite down to 2nd, so that's 18 points scored for the Alpine man. And then it's going to be, as it stands, if he drops to 4th, 12. So that would cement Jay Sarge as a 3-time back-to-back champion in MRC.
He's the only one who can claim that as well, that he's back-to-back champion.
Certainly is. Yeah, he won MRCX, and then he's... was it MRCX he won? I think he did, didn't he?
Season 4.
Was it Season 4 he won? And then, yeah, of course, last season, strolled away with the championship, and here we are yet again. Is it going to be done with a round to spare? Xavier then run the outside of 13. Wow, what a move. The grip he's got, but unfortunately, guys, we missed that. Reese does take the win on track. What a race from him. Kid Dynamite does take 2nd. Jay Sarge has had a big moment. What's happened with Jay Sarge? He's backed off. He's now 5th. So Xavier then is through into 3rd. He's battling with O'Fatch. O'Fatch is going to give Xavier the room. Xavier comes across, takes the podium in 3rd spot. O'Fatch is 4th. Nick BT has now got past Jay Sarge. Jay Sarge got some kind of problem somewhere. Has he lost connection? He's out of fuel. He is out of fuel. Jay Sarge finishes 6th overall. Wow. Didn't see that one coming. Chris Blowhole Bailey takes 7th. Ollie Racing is in a battle with Le Rappel. He's going to come across 8th. Le Rappel, I do believe, he's going to get that spot from him. He certainly does. Ollie Racing comes across the line in 9th. MTO is going to come across in 10th spot. Mark Henley rounds the last corner just outside the point, unfortunately, for 11th. Monster in 12th. That's so desperately unlucky. He was really riding high. And just a fortunate tangle early on, and that's caused him, unfortunately, finish outside the points. Collins out, good showing from him. He finishes 13th. Alex is DNF'd. He is in 14th. We have got... Where did Alex DNF? Not sure. On track.
Can't see it.
No, I'm not sure. The Slayer, Melvin, Guy, all a lap down. I don't know. I don't have the Banshee computer. I don't know if that's the championship done or not.
I've just been trying to work this out. I believe that's a 10-point swing. So Jay Sarge should be the champion.
That would mean 29 points. Is it? And there we are then. Obviously, these results are preliminary until the stewards have concluded their any investigations that may come. Just skipped over the podium celebration because we want to get down to the times. We want to see Jay Sarge takes is it 8 points again for 6th? Yes. Yeah, 10-point swing. So you're right. So that would, as it stands, crown Jay Sarge as a triple champion in MRC. Wow.
Seasons 4, 5, and 6. Well done to him.
Yep, certainly is. Of course, like we say, results are pending any students' investigations that may arise from that. But we're not going to take that away just yet. What a great race from Reese Wickham and Kid Dynamite. What a battle they had at the end. Reese with the 2-stopper. Kid Dynamite tending to take those mediums, 21 laps. He did a good job. And Reese just getting there. The second to last lap, 1.9. He takes the victory by Saviour. Great race from him. He takes the podium spot. Fatch and Nick BT, look at that, 14th and 18th. They start respectively, one stopping to the end. They take 4th and 5th. Jay Sarge ran out of fuel, we believe, at the end. Takes 6th. Blowhole, Chris Bailey, he takes 7th. Liverpool takes 8th. And also fastest lap as well for the McLaren man. Ollie Racing takes 9th. 2 well-deserved points for the AMG. And then the 10th spot is MTO as well. So Mike takes the last point scoring positions. And I'm really out of breath.
Yeah, you definitely did a good Banshee impression tonight. Plenty of action for it, though.
Yep, well, they gave us some excitement. They like to do it to the Tier 1 lads. And, well, that's just MRC down to a T, isn't it, for you? Monday night entertainment. We had to wait for it, where the lobby glitches. So thank you to Cold Masters for that. But it was well worth the wait.
I'm just hoping Wednesday goes as well.
I don't think I could really cope. I thought, well, I need to have some, is it salt water or something to gargle beforehand and after?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Either that or something a bit stronger.
Yeah, what's Wednesday? Is it Banshee and Blowhole on Tier 3?
We certainly do, yeah. We've got Banshee and Blowhole Tier 3. And myself, and it's Hodge and Codge, as we're now nicknamed. With Connor is going to be Tier 4. I think it is. It's either that or it's the T-side twosome, I'm not sure.
I thought it was T-side twosome.
It might be the T-side twosome this week.
Well, wait and see, it's a surprise.
It's going to be it's a surprise to me as well. I'm sorry if it is you, Morgan, and apologies. But hopefully it is, and then we will be back, of course, Wednesday night, as we say. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for what has been an absolute thriller in the land of the Chinese, and we will be here Wednesday for Tier 3, Tier 4, and of course, don't forget, Friday night as well for MRCX. So thank you very much, ladies and gents, for joining us this evening, for sticking with us. We will be back, as I say, on Wednesday, when we look forward to seeing you then. Good evening and good night.